we got a guy who next to me. Ain't that something? So he's getting his system ready. Let's get it. Nice to see everybody.
What's up, brother?
Derek. Yeah, Derek, I can choke him because he's close right next to me. As soon
Oh Lord, he gonna keep you under wraps, so we gonna have a good podcast.
Anyway, it's great. It's a great morning. Who that nation? Great morning, beautiful. We outdoors in the backyard. We said we'll come outside for this one. I cooked some crawfish etouffee. A beautiful. What a beautiful morning to be talking to Saints. For those who watched the Pelicans and watched the Tulane Green Wave. We didn't see LSU. LSU didn't play. So far so good this weekend, and plus, our my son Hancock Hawks made it to the playoffs. So it's been a great weekend for us, the Gagne house. Okay, it's been a great, 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 great weekend, except for LSU not playing, but they didn't lose, so it's a great weekend.
Yeah,
Um,
congratulations, my boy.
yes, yes, and I got as you can see, I'm wearing my Zion Williamson jersey to rub some luck off on the Saints because
Boy,
I've been wearing the Saints jersey for the last couple of weeks and it just haven't been doing well. So I'm going with the winning team right now, and the winning team is the Pelicans. They're 2-0, so maybe that'll run off on the New Orleans Saints. And then we also, of course, he's just walking off right now. I don't know where he's going, but that running off, and then the fact that the Tulane Green Wave is 7-1, even though that game could have got away. I don't know if you watched it, Derek, but that game almost got away from the Tulane
yeah, I
Green Wave.
saw it. I saw the whole game. And shit,
Oh
but
wow, they
man,
did
look,
that last week though, Derek. They
I
did
know
it
that I was
last
about to
week
say
when they
that. I
jumped
was
out.
about to say the same thing. I was like, they get that to that point where they like get comfortable. You know what
Yeah, they
I'm saying?
jump out on the team, and they just. I don't want to see that because I don't want to see that happen in the bowl games. I don't want to see
Yeah,
that happen when it get crunch time because when you play the better football teams, Tulane is the hunted now. They're the hunted because they're winning. People don't realize Tulane is because of last year. The other smaller conferences are going to be coming after Tulane because they want to knock down the king of the conference now. Okay, so everybody's going to play their best game against the Tulane Green Wave, and Willie Fritz needs to repeat that over to the team that hey, you know what, you the hunted now. You're not that little special feel good moment like last year against the USC Trojans upsetting USC. That's not a no more feel good moments. You know what I'm saying? And did you know, Derek, that that victory against Rice, that's the first time that Tulane has been undefeated. That's actually won that many straight games on a road,
right.
and in history, in Tulane history, in 2 years straight,
But look, and then
undefeated
another
on the
thing,
road.
if your boy wouldn't have been hurt that one game, we'll be
Yeah,
looking
we
at
we talk.
undefeated.
Who
They be
knows what would have
undefeated.
happened with Ole Miss because they were beating Ole Miss.
Yeah, they would be undefeated right now if that boy was playing, man.
So that's a lot of things, to talk about. I'm waiting on the host. I don't know what I guess he's trying to get his phone set.
Hey, bro, let's
What
talk.
you do,
If you
EJ?
got
You got to put it on our internet. Put it on our internet.
look, let's talk about your boy Zion. Say,
Oh,
bro,
go ahead. Let's go. We ain't
man,
talking Saints yet, so go ahead.
man, that boy on a mission. That boy's on a
Uh,
mission.
but I told people this. Everybody, you know what they do? They write off players a little bit too early. You did it with Michael Thomas, and they doing it. They doing it with Zion. They did it with Zion Wilson, and they really truly didn't give the young man. You can't be that talented and be the number one pick and explosive every time. Like last year, when the guy was when Zion Williamson and the Pelicans got up in there, people forget they were 23-12,
Yeah,
and 23-12 ain't nothing to sleep on. And it was the
right.
number one. They were number one in the division, and before Denver had it, and then they just went to losing. Well, then they lost Brandon Ingram multiple games. So I look at Ingram, not just Zion. The way Ingram is complimenting Zion, it's beautiful. It's so great to see them two play together.
Say, bro, if you saw how he was manhandling Julius Randle last night, bro, oh my God, dog. Bro, Julius Randle ain't had nothing for that boy, man. I
We
mean, he
got
was,
Master on here. We got Master on the panel.
man.
Valhaven's finest on the panel. We got one. Yeah, but like I told, and I'm glad you up on here. You maybe give us some insight before LSU play your Alabama this week. I mean, I don't know. I think y'all gonna get beat again. I
No,
think y'all gonna get beat again. You got beat last year, and I think y'all gonna get beat again. And the reason why, and I'm not saying it because I'm being a homer. I'm just telling you because our quarterback is better. We got a better quarterback than y'all. Now, if you would have said this last year, then I would have looked at you and have said, you know what, you might be, but we beat y'all last year. Jaden Daniels is the truth, man. So what you got to say about that?
last year we was inexperienced on defense. It was a lot young. We got a lot younger this year, but we've been in way more hostile environments than y'all this year. We overcame a lot of adversity, especially going to Texas A&M, which was that week ranked as the number one best defense in the country. And that same guy that you said that's better threw for over 300 yards, 3 touchdowns, had over a 68% QBR. So, I mean, adversity always kicks in, especially when you guys are ranked as like second to last in total points given up. I think we can stop you. All we need is 1 or 2 stops. We
I
know
think
what you got.
LSU. Now that's where I'm worried about LSU stopping y'all because we can't stop a cold. I don't. That's the part of LSU that's been a problem. It hasn't been LSU offense.
Right,
It has been LSU defense.
right.
Their
Yeah,
defense have been. I mean, it's a shell of itself. It's a
yeah, no
shell of
DB,
itself. Go ahead.
no DBU this year, man.
No, dude, they are terrible. Well,
Mm.
Ole Miss. I watched Ole Miss struggle against Tulane, and if Tulane would have had their starting quarterback, Ole Miss would lose to that team.
That's true.
And I
This is
sit here
true.
and I watch LSU get carved up by the same quarterback that Tulane was actually shutting down. It was crazy to me. I mean, my Lane Kiffin. I was about to call him Monty because I know his daddy. Back in the
Yeah,
days of Tampa Bay, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Monty Kiffin. But I'm telling you like this, um, LSU LSU would be ranked at least number 2 or 3 or 4 if they had a defense. And that's the part. If I'm going to be objective and be real, is I look at this Alabama LSU game as a shootout. Look at two
yeah.
teams who can't stop each other. They both as bad on the. They not as great as they used to be, as far as defensive wise. So I'm looking at a high scoring game in that game. What y'all think?
Look, where they playing at?
I,
Tuscaloosa.
Tuscaloosa. It's gonna be a tough. It's gonna be a rant. Look, let me tell you something. And the
Damn.
crowd is gonna be. Everybody know it's hard for LSU to win in Tuscaloosa.
Man, if they're playing at LSU, I feel a little bit more better. I
I
feel a
feel
little
more
bit better.
comfortable too.
Yeah,
I'll say it won't be a high scoring game. I think it would actually be a low scoring game due to the fact that everybody had a week break. Both teams had a week to figure each other out. And don't get me wrong, LSU is young on defense. They're young. Y'all have a lot of young guys.
But they
I
got
mean,
talented
and
kids.
then on top of
The
that, you
defensive
guys are
backs is
trying
who I
to
worried
put your
about.
best player in roles where he's not even accustomed to yet. You got to think about it. You talk about a guy who can be symbolized as Michael Parsons, like in the future. Like the guy is dumb, but you got to keep kind of maneuvering him too much for me because I feel like if he stayed at his primary position, you guys would be a little bit more fine. But you guys are trying to put him in this Michael Parsons role, moving him outside, moving him inside, on a rush to edge. That kid can ball. I don't care what nobody say. That kid can ball.
yeah.
You understand me? So
He
you guys,
he.
EJ actually is the one that put me on this kid freshman year. I mean, his freshman year. I didn't know anything about it until his performance against Alabama. So that's how I know this kid is dominant if he stays his primary position. To move this kid around, he's not going to be able to perform in the way you guys want him to because he got so many other responsibilities. And you're making him do it as a sophomore. As a
Right.
sophomore, he's not. This is not no junior, senior. level linebacker. This is a whole different
Yeah.
guy that's still trying to find his way. So I just feel that I think it'll be a little bit more low scoring. I think we're going to try to slow the game. We have to. We have no other option to. Now I feel like I am again for Kool-Aid and y'all receiver. That kid can go.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be a good matchup right there. I'm actually that matchup.
Let,
It's very very underrated. Nobody don't understand, but that's a very very underrated. Um, and this is going to predict the West. This game right here predicts the West right here. It always is every year. Everybody always say, "Oh, but you got Auburn." No,
wait, let me
LSU and Alabama has been more of a rivalry than Auburn and Alabama in the past 6, 7 years, and it's it. I'm tired of it. It's always them that gives us, the hiccup before Auburn. We're not really worried about Auburn. We're really worried about the team we always have to match up against in the beginning of November because that decides who's going to go to basically Atlanta. So yeah,
so hey nephew, let me ask you, is for LSU, is what's the name of son that tight end still playing? Um
You
can't think of
talking
his name.
about Jason Taylor, son, Mason Taylor?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's still playing for LSU.
But I don't see
He's
him as much though.
he's been hurt this year. He's been
Okay.
battling
He's
injuries
still been catching
this year,
passes.
but he's still playing well
Okay.
this year. So he's fine. He's just been out injured for more than what he was last year, and teams are now starting to key in on him more, because they know who he is now. After you have a big game like you did last year in the game that we're talking about, LSU versus Alabama, you become a star. Like college teams know who you are now. They see you on your film now. It's not like you're the new freshman on the block that they don't know you and you shocking people now. People know who you are now. So he's still there. He's still doing the same things he was doing last year. Like I said, the difference is this year he's just, been injured, been battling some injuries and everything. But he should be good to go for this game. Like I say, y'all, good to see y'all in the chat, Master Davis. Great to have you in the chat, man. And welcome once again back to the Battle Sports Show podcast. Derek, thank you, once again for showing up as always. Nas,
yes,
I
sir.
see you in the background. Paul, I'm about to add you up in here as well. Don't forget, don't think I forgot you back there. NFL Live, I see you, man. Appreciate you for come tuning in to our podcast and watching us. What's up, T Dirty? What's up, Bronze? What's up, all you guys? Look, I want to tell y'all something. It's a little bit different on here than previous times. So now I don't know if y'all noticed, but we now are streaming through 3 ways now. This is not just YouTube anymore. This is Facebook from the group chat, and it's also from Twitter. So now you're being streamed right now through 3 social media outlets right now. So guys, we're trying to do it legit for y'all. We're doing little things, to go ahead and improve the podcast, and get more light to our and bring more light to the podcast. Um, but I'm gonna say this also too. I want to kind of get this out of the way, especially now that I got the Facebook group to see this, and they can watch me now. Now, instead of sitting there having excuses about coming on my podcast now, they can watch me now. So. No, I just want to say this to y'all out there. I saw a couple of comments that kind of, irked my nerves. Alan Smith, I'm not calling you out by no means, but you saw my comment up in the group chat, and you was like, oh, a little E is out there, censoring the group. No, I just want y'all to know this is a misconception. This is not no me censoring the group and me trying to go ahead and watch grown men and try to go ahead and police them. I'm not here to do that. I don't got no time for that. Okay, I got enough stuff on my plate to go ahead and be doing. Okay, but I got a show to run and I have a group to run. And I like to see my group look well. I understand the Saints haven't been performing well and haven't been the best that we expect them to be this year so far. But I don't want to see my page turn into a troll page. I don't want to see negative comments and negative people, attacking each other and coming at each other in a negative way on there. So that's the hang on. I'm gonna kick it to you, Max, because I know you got input on that. But that's kind of where I'm at on that. I'm not trying to be this guy that's sitting there trying to go ahead and police y'all and not give y'all freedom. Trust me, y'all got all the freedom in the damn world. If y'all didn't, y'all would have been left the doggone podcast. So I'm not done by by no means. Y'all just sitting there just complaining at this point. Okay. So, like I said, I'm not holding nobody hostage to it. If you don't like the changes that are being made, the way we're elevating right now, you always hit the door too, as well. Okay, nobody's holding you as well. But go ahead, Master Davis.
Hey, listen, he's right though. He is right because of the fact that I'm on a whole different page. All right, I follow the best excuse my French, Eagles group chat right now, and I'm in it. Right, and I seen so many people talk about Jalen Hurts and their frustrations of how he's played in the beginning, but they're not bashing him to the point like we are. I mean, like basically in this group chat is, and it's kind of nerve wracking. It's kind of nerve wracking because it's like, it's cool to show your frustration, but continuously show your frustration and not try to find any positive out his play, out Derek Carr's play, out some of the play calling, because guess what? You guys had opportunities where you guys could have won that game against the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Right.
All right. He missed he just basically missed them in the last play of that game. But y'all still throwing shots at Derek Carr, but Derek Carr led that offense that last
Right. See, man, I'm glad that you're in this chat, man. I'm glad you're a different perspective. Instead of me being like, oh, I'm a fellow Saints fan, Saints fans don't listen to other Saints fans. Okay, so it's great to have a different perspective. You're an Eagles fan. You're someone that's seen other group chats and seen other places and seeing the difference between how y'all handle teams and how how our group chat is rolling with our Saints, it all going, and it just it's not supposed to roll like that,
No, not at all. That's what I was saying. Like, we supposed to be negotiating, like, what is ways that you guys get better. I pointed out a couple of things nobody talk about. I pointed out number 4 now. All right, that is very good. A lot of ways that shows something is working.
Hit your mic, because what those who are not that's another problem. That's another problem. When another person is on, it's messing the podcast up.
You gotta mute in the background when you see somebody talking.
If it's not your turn, you're gonna have to mute the mic, because that's another thing.
Yeah.
Audio, we have issues with audio.
Yeah.
People are complaining that they can't hear us.
Yeah. Go ahead, Master. You good?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I was saying people don't understand that the Saints is ranked number 4 in defense. I was pointing out so many positive things here. I know it's a lot of inconsistent offensive play by you guys, and that's understandable. This is a new quarterback here. He's still trying to figure some things out, and that's understandable, right? But it's also some things that you guys could do good in the offense, and that's fine. Everybody knows that. But why don't we continue to back when we seen on that last drive a team that wanted to fight, a team that wanted
to they could have easily laid down.
They could have laid down. They could have laid down, put a pillow over their head, and just called it quits. Could have told y'all to go home and just left it alone.
Right.
So
I love that. I love that perspective, man. So like,
So
you're a 3-4 team. The season's not over.
Exactly. So, it was somewhat similar. That I was trying to tell everybody. The Saints and Philly kind of had a similar path of like how they was trying to figure some things out. When we had our issues with our quarterback, y'all gotta realize we was having Carson Wentz issues like crazy out of 2017. Injuries like crazy.
Say that.
Nick Foles was the one.
They forget about that, man. So
exactly. People forget that Philly was always trying to figure something out. Now, peak game. Now, we may not have had a good offense those years, but we had a good defense and that was stopping and managed to make the wild cards when we lost to Seattle in the playoffs. Guess what? That's an improvement. We made the playoffs even without our starting quarterback. You guys have potential to actually win your division because of the fact that you guys have such a strong defense. And I feel that your offense is still better than the Falcons. And I still feel that that New Orleans Saints team is better than the Bucs. We played the Bucs. I've seen it. Look, it happens. It's a rivalry game. But I don't see the Bucs sweeping the Saints. You get what I'm saying? It just never happens. It never. I've seen the Saints do that, but I have not seen the Bucs just say, "All right, I'm just gonna sweep you out and just dominate you all year." You know what I'm saying? So it just kind of concerns me how some Saints fans just do certain things. You know what I'm saying? And then also try to compare. Derek Carr to certain individuals that like
I said, man, doggone, I appreciate you for clearing that for clearing that up and everything and saying all that. And like I said, it's just another great perspective to have instead of coming from my mouth, or ever 504 next to me. People seem like to think us. We're controlling, doggone. You hear another perspective, then you might actually want to listen and everything. But we appreciate your Eagles' perspective on that. And doggone, you got a great NFL mind and a sports mind, to let people know, hey, things supposed to look a certain type of way. Now, guys,
can I jump on that right quick?
Let me get to the Saints news. We spent about 10 minutes, rambling about extracurricular stuff. But look, guys. I didn't saw some injuries pop up for the Saints this morning. Hey man, I'm gonna put Aaron on there, man. Calm down. This man in the background went on.
I'll try to get on.
Look, I see y'all in the background. I'm adding y'all on. Doggone, they go completely wait.
Sharing it with you.
Man,
get your phone together.
My God. And look, you know what? For the post-game show, I'm gonna be right on the other side. Cause Lord. But look, for y'all on Facebook and Twitter, if y'all don't know how this road between me and my dad, this is how it is 24/7. So look, guys, I'm gonna just say this. This morning, I didn't heard that the Saints have been battling an illness going on in the locker room. Yes. Jimmy Graham is out this morning. Michael Thomas was gone.
He's playing.
He's playing, but look, you speaking it into existence. You don't know how close it is.
Well, they cleared.
Look, let me tell you something because I'm reading this and I'm looking at the live reports. Okay, now it was close. Okay, you don't realize how close it was that last night he just had this illness and he's gonna be battling during this game.
Yeah,
during
the
sickness.
but he's gonna play. But he's playing with.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just telling you.
Elevate.
Look,
elevate Perry. My opinion.
I'm just saying though that it was close for him to being out in this game.
Right.
Okay. There was plenty of other people, including Coach Dennis Allen this morning, was battling the illness this morning as well. I don't know. It could be COVID, y'all. It really could be. I don't know if y'all know that in national news. In the world, we don't really talk about national news like that. It's just particularly sports. But COVID-19 is slowly kind of slipping its way back around. So y'all be careful and safe out there. But yeah, in the Saints locker room, they've been hit with sickness, big time. A lot of guys right now. Alvin Kamara this week was out and missed a practice this week. He's gonna play in this game, but we missed a lot of guys this week. Now mind you, the Colts. They missed a lot of they missed a lot of people too as well, including Zach Moss. Okay, Zach Moss doesn't look like he's gonna go ahead and play this football game, y'all. So that's really good for the Saints, okay, because they have a 2-man backfield. Okay, I know y'all didn't forgot about Jonathan Taylor earlier in the season, but that Jonathan Taylor is still that man, still that guy. The defense is going to have to prove that they can stop them. Go ahead.
Yeah. There's another thing that and how you guys were just coming in. Another thing that's we losing Jimmy Graham, but we getting Johnson back. Okay, we losing Jimmy Graham, but we getting Johnson back, and that's big. Jawan Johnson has missed a latter part of the season so far. Okay, and getting Jawan back is going to be big for the Saints. I think we've been missing him vertically as a tight end in the middle. I think we've been missing him. The chemistry that we had in preseason with Derek Carr, some of the chemistry that they had together, and it's good to see him back. Um, Another thing, the Saints gonna have all their running backs. They're gonna have everybody geared in to play today. I think you got to run the football today. I think in order for us to establish some kind of good passing, you have to run the ball and you got to commit to the run. No, stop getting Derek Carr out there throwing that ball. Uh, that I don't want to see us just get too ridiculous in throwing the football. Okay, we have been overthrowing the ball the last 2 weeks. 55 passes. That is a no-no. 55 passes in the lack of the run game. That's a no-no in football. That's stat making. That's all it is stat making, and that's not playing football.
You're
Okay,
playing like
so
Deion Sanders.
right. So I'm not liking that. I'm not liking it. And I'm just telling you guys, this is a game where our kicker, if this kicker does not make field goals consistently, this is his last football game. I hate to tell y'all this, but it's the truth. I'm not. I'm very upset over Will Lutz. I talked about this before. I didn't think Will Lutz should have
Who
been.
you gonna pick up?
And
Who you gonna pick up out there?
and a punter. And a punter. I didn't like the fact that we got rid of our punter. So these were bad, crucial moves by the organization, and they're gonna have to deal with it. But you said who we gonna pick up? They got some people in the streets. Trust me. But go ahead. We at least bring somebody in to to make him.
Sam Powell. Pick up Sam.
Huh?
Pick up Sam Powell.
Oh. Anyway, go back. You get on and now. Go ahead, EJ.
Look, like I said, dog. Look, y'all, I understand y'all frustrated with Groupie. I understand all that, but you got to give him wiggle room. He's a rookie. We knew that coming into the season. We knew he was gonna have pressure on him. We knew that coming into it, he was gonna miss some field goals and not gonna be perfect. We knew all that was happening. Okay, if you said Groupie or when he made this football team that he was gonna be perfect and make every single field goal this season, you were lying. You were lying to yourself. Don't sit there and come on my chat and say, "Oh, I said that." No, you were lying. You are lying right now to my face. Look, I'm gonna tell you right now, Groupie is a rookie, guys. Let him grow. Let him grow. We should not be putting Groupie in these situations on offense to where he has to be kicking these key field goals, okay? Like, I understand that he should be hitting these field goals. Don't get me wrong. I'm not sitting there trying to go ahead and make an excuse for him missing these field goals. But at the same time, doggone, he's still growing. Okay,
I'm cool. Listen, I just want to say this. I'm cool with you saying that's not put the pressure on the kicker. But my thing is when you're in the 30-yard line, you missing 20-something yard kicks, for 30-something yard kicks. That's my problem. I don't care about the 50 and the 60. That missing a 50 and 60 yarder, that's really hard in the NFL. But a 20 and a 35, that I have a problem with that. I have a problem with that.
You'd be surprised though, but the San Francisco 49ers just missed against the Cleveland Browns, and he's a rookie.
Yeah, that's the thing that I have a problem with. Shout out to Calvin. That's the problem, and Keandra. That's the problem I have is consistency. If we got consistency, it is what it is. Okay. Whoever this Facebook, he'll go a troller. I guess he must don't have an account. He says Derek Carr needs to be cut. Okay.
Look, some Facebook comments. I want to let y'all know too. For Facebook.
Oh yeah, it's joint in. Okay, I see what it is. It's joint in with Facebook.
For some of y'all on Facebook, if y'all want to show y'all face and everything, y'all can go through the settings on there. I put that in the Facebook group chat, and all y'all got to do is just go ahead and approve StreamYard in there, and y'all can show your face. But
Lord, no. That's one of our children. This is your son, Dad. I'm gonna kick your butt when I get inside. But anyway, the whole point of the matter is last week, EJ. Last week was last week. The week before was the other week. I'm ready to move on. I'm ready to. If you're a Saints fan, you ready to move on from last week? You ready to try to say? Because I looked at the division, EJ, and the division. I know somebody said, "Well, that ain't the look." You played. All of your losses came from AFC opponents, except for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. All AFC opponents except the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That tells me that it's still wide open. You go ahead, you win this game. You're 4-4. You play next week. You 5-4. You just got to win your division games. You got to win these NFC games, and we can control our own narratives. Go ahead.
Well, guys, well, now I'm gonna go ahead and start kicking y'all in here. I know we've been talking down near the whole start of the line. I know y'all ready to talk, especially Hump. You can tell when Hump get angry. Hump would turn his camera off. Hump would sit there and log back on. He said, "Man, they just don't let me talk, man. They don't let me talk no more." But look, Hump, let me tell you something, man. You used to take over the damn lives, man. Yeah, I'm sorry we have to do it this way, but look, man, you used to take them over, man. All right,
No,
we got to
I
run.
don't think it's that. I think what people got to understand, we have to mute our mics, and I'm about to mute mine.
But look, hey, this is a show. We got to keep it running. Now, let me start with Jason. You know, the OG of the group. Now, Jason, how are we feeling this morning, man? And what is your outlook on this game today? We ain't talking about the rest of the season. We're not talking about, weeks in advance and all this stuff. We're talking about against these Indianapolis Colts today. What are you looking forward to see?
I'm just looking for some improvement. I'm not I don't have no predictions. I can't brag about this team. You can't talk shit to nobody. I just hope they win a game. I have zero expectations for the day. They got to show me. I'm in Missouri right now.
Well said. Well
They got
said.
to show me. And until
Well
they
said.
show and prove, I can't do too much talking, bro. It's damn near what? We're game 9 right now.
Game 8.
8. Oh, this half the season, so no
Yeah.
excuses, bro.
This crunch time right now. This is
There's
crunch
no
time.
more excuses. If y'all ain't got it fixed by now, they ain't gonna fix it.
Right.
So that's what
I
I'm
like
waiting to
that.
see.
I like that, Jason. Hump. Hump then left. Going Aaron. Let me hear you. What you got going on this morning? How you doing? And what are you looking for from these Saints versus the Colts this morning?
Moore ran in the shotgun, 2 receivers to the left, Galong to his right, Hopgood in motion, left to right. Handed off to Galong around the right end. Got the block out in front of him. Except it's going to be Alvin Kamara.
None of these people know who you talking
is
about.
going to have a big game today. Look out for Alvin Kamara. That's right. I got my headset on, baby. Alvin Kamara's going to have 3 touchdowns today. If you got him in fantasy, lock him in. 3 touchdowns today. Watch it. 1 via the pass, 2 via the run. They're going to expose the Colts defense. Alvin Kamara, big day. You know, I'm usually on Shaheed. He's probably still going to have a big game as well. But Alvin Kamara, 3 touchdowns today, baby.
Okay. I like that, Aaron. I like that. Look, he got to throw in his little Hancock Hawks, call. He's one of the radio hosts for the Hancock Hawks, the primary analyst out there. So long ago, and for those that didn't know what he was
EJ,
doing
he
there.
did throw in that. But I say this, and I like Juwan Johnson. He came back. We haven't seen from him.
Well, we haven't talked about Juwan.
We haven't seen a tight end open it up. I think it's Juwan Johnson, y'all. Big game. You know what stat I'm gonna give? Juwan Johnson gonna get 7 catches for 99 yards and 3 touchdowns. How you like that?
Hold up. If Kamara's getting 3 and Johnson's getting 3, hold on, bro.
So hey, look, you ain't even gotta say anything. You already know what that final score prediction about to look like. We gonna get to that in a minute. Hey,
no. Probably the reason why I'm saying this, okay? We have a guy on the panel. He's a Philadelphia Eagle, and he do remember the only loss, not one of the only losses, but one of y'all losses came to the Saints, and it was y'all didn't have Jalen Hurts. Y'all had Gardner Minshew, and I do recall us coming up there in the cold and beating y'all with Gardner Minshew. So the Saints are one of the things
Go
that
ahead,
you want to bring up.
mute your mic right now. Mute
Gardner
your mic
Minshew.
right now.
I'm just telling you, Gardner Minshew is 0-3 against the New Orleans Saints with Jacksonville and against the and with the Philadelphia Eagles. So that's just something to throw in. Go ahead.
Listen
Go
up.
ahead, Master. You might as well go ahead and get in there, man. While you do this, though, while you have your segment and talking about these Saints versus the Colts, I also want you to throw in there your Eagles. You know you guys have a matchup today with the Washington Commanders. That's a good rivalry game, man. Let me hear your thoughts on that.
All right. First off, you don't bring up last year. All right. This is the new year, new me, new feeling. You know, it's okay. We're coming back. We're going back to back. Listen, I'll get on that topic a whole nother time. But me looking at this game here versus the Saints and Colts, you guys supposed to win this game. I mean, looking at everything, looking at statistics, the Colts defense is ranked 21st in the league. That tells you something. 21st in the league. And you guys are ranked 12th in the passing game. So I'm expecting your passing game to actually torch because they're ranked 19th in defending the pass. The run, they're a little bit more higher. Yeah, I do agree with establishing a run game. You guys are ranked 22nd in rushing. That's sad. Attempts is not it should be a little bit more higher. I feel that you guys are not letting Alvin Kamara get his money worth in the run game. I feel that you guys are trying to get him out there in the passing game, which is understandable. But guess what? You guys are making it seem like you guys are the Colorado Buffaloes and putting this man everywhere at this point. Look, y'all got weapons out there. Y'all got probably about 4 good receivers that can go. I done seen it. All right. I forgot his name. Traquan? Is that kid name? What's that kid name? Shadir, whatever that receiver.
Rasheed.
Yeah, that guy can go.
Because hey, look, Traquan is gone, man. Traquan over there in Bronco land.
I'm just trying to make sure. Hey, look, I don't keep up with them like that, but I sure keep up with them dang statistics because, bro, like y'all cannot be complaining about Derek Carr if y'all ranked 12th in the passing game while y'all rank game is ranked 22nd. There's no balance, man. There's no balance in the equation. All right, so but I do see that I don't got it being a high scoring game. I got the Saints winning 17-7. 17-7.
Okay. Look, hey,
I
thought you was gonna hold on to that
Save that to the end, bro.
but you know,
I'm just saying. Saints winning, but I don't got them winning like my buddy over here is talking about some Alvin Kamara get 3 touchdowns. I feel that it's gonna be a little bit of a fight because of the fact that nobody is not talking about it as much, but the Colts is ranked 9th in rushing as an offense. They're going to slow this game down, but because they're not going to leave the ball in Gardner Minshew's hand, they're not going to give it to him. You like every dad said, like this man, hey, Gardner Minshew 0-3. Yeah, I don't see it. But for my Eagles, man, this is going to be a tough one, man. They're the first ones that
the ball to Jason Avant.
Yeah. I just feel that Washington gonna give us a run, but I feel like we're gonna dominate. I'm looking for a big day with Devontae Smith. I feel that he's gonna take over this game. I don't think AJ Brown is gonna break the record of Calvin Johnson. Not this year. But I think they're gonna double him a little bit more on that rookie because that's who they're gonna try to put him on. I feel that it's gonna be a dogfight. Washington always give us a run, man. It's just like when y'all go play like the Bucks, man, on a regular day. Like they're gonna try to.
That's the vision, man. All going like you said. That's it's tough, man. When we play the Bucks or the Falcons, that's like any day. Anytime we play a division rival, it's rough for us. So I know for sure when y'all playing Cowboys, y'all playing Giants or the Commanders. We may look at them as they might be an easy looking team, but for y'all, they're gonna give y'all everything, you know. So I know it's gonna be a good matchup.
But I do want to point out something though. Today, a lot is going to dictate a lot of teams' future as far as trades. I'm expecting Monday morning to be a lot of trades happening. I'm expecting. I've been doing a lot of research in this. I've been doing a lot of research. But if a couple of these teams lose, don't be shocked if you start seeing some trades. Some GMs gonna start making calls. I wouldn't be shocked if the Saints made a call. You never know. You never know. Due to the fact that people are trying to at least make the playoffs. Like the Saints has the opportunity to make the playoff by winning their division.
That's a great point, Master Dog. On the trade deadline's coming up soon, man. And look, we're not talking about these moves coming up, man. Like y'all just made a move to go ahead and get Mr. Byard out there from Tennessee, man. Y'all sitting there being aggressive still, and y'all look like y'all don't need any more help, but y'all still being aggressive. So that's a good point. Very good point. Go ahead, Aaron. You got a question?
Now he made a good point. Like one of those teams is probably gonna be the Commanders. If they don't get a win today, look for them to try to get rid of those two guys on the ends that got that 1 year left on the contract. Chase Youngs, Montez Sweat. Shit, I wouldn't mind grabbing one of those guys. Give some extra help on the defense.
You hitting it on the head. Nas, I see you in the background, man. Let me hear you this morning on your matchup talk about the Saints versus the Colts. What are you looking forward to today?
I'm looking for run the ball, play defense. Run the ball, play defense. 55 pass attempts, that's a big fat hell no. What is you doing? Dennis Allen, you not know Sean Payton, no Doug Peterson. What's wrong with you? You're a defensive mind coach. What should you be implemented with Derek Carr? Run the freaking ball, play defense. 20 to 29 pass attempts a game. That same 55 pass attempts to be 55 rush attempts. What is you smoking? What you smoking on, buddy? Look, we just want to know. What you smoking on there, buddy? Oh, no. 55 rush attempts. That's what should be the game plan. There is no excuse. You got an Alvin Kamara. You got a Jamal Williams. You got 2 Pro Bowl backs. 2 Pro Bowl backs. You got a Kendrick Miller. You got a Taysom Hill. You got who else? You got old boy at fullback. Prentice. What is you doing? Is you smoking rocks over there? Like what? Run the freaking ball, play defense. You're a defensive mind coach. Look at all the other defensive mind coaches that you got out there. Look at biggest prime example. Campbell, right? Campbell. He's running the freaking ball, play defense. You don't got him having Jared Goff throwing the freaking ball 30 to 39 times a game. That's common sense. Run the freaking ball, play defense. That's what gets you to the Super Bowls.
Ask Philly.
I like it, Nas. I like the passion. I like the energy this morning. He's bro.
At the same time, I want to see us shut out Gardner Minshew. Cause I want to point that out too. Gardner is 0-3 against us. He is one of those quarterbacks that is not to be overlooked. He's not. He's a baller. Mm-hmm. Gardner Minshew is a freaking baller. Everybody forgets he was a starter for Jacksonville. That boy was a baller. Buku numbers. Similar numbers to what Derek Carr would put up when he was in Vegas and Oakland. 300, 400-yard games. If not that, at best, 200-plus yard games. So he's one of them sleeper quarterbacks that he knows how to use his legs. So what do? One of many keys. You take away Gardner Minshew from running the ball, making smart decisions, close out his connection with the tight ends, predominantly close out his connection with Pittman Jr., and you close out the backfield connection with him and Taylor. Because if you close him and Taylor out and you close him and Pittman Jr. out, you close that 1, 2, 3 head monster out. Ball game. You're not going to see the boys get like that.
That's a fact.
Right. Hey, you hitting it on the head, Nas. You hitting it on the head. Let me kick.
Well.
Hang on. Let me kick because we've been having some people wait for a little while. A doggone Humpton returned and left about 3 times because we didn't let him in there. Look, Derek, let me hear from you this morning, man. Let me hear what you got to say about these Saints and Colts, man. Give me your insights this morning.
Man, I just want to see these boys play a competitive game, a complete game. Let me say that. A complete game of football where everybody clicking. It's a game we should win. It shouldn't be no long talking, no rah-rah speech in the locker room. It's just let's go do what we gotta do. And that's all I'm looking for, man. That's it, simple in a nutshell.
I like it. I like it. Hey man, hey, it's good to see Dank in the background. Uncle Henry, man, happy belated birthday to you, man. Doggone, it's good to see our good Pelicans, background, man. Mr. Henry, man, Wentz is in there in the house, man. Let me hear you this morning on talking about these Saints versus Colts. What are you looking forward to?
Thank you, EJ. Salute to the panel. What's going on, y'all? Who
What's
that?
going on? Who
Go
that?
Pelicans.
Who that, my man?
I'm just looking for a win, EJ. I'm looking for a win. I'm looking for a dominant win. I'm looking for the Saints to kind of find their groove on offense. I'm looking for the defense to play lifestyle. I'm looking for Derek Carr to have a short memory, to forget about the last 7 weeks or what have you, and just go out there and play football, man. That's what I want to see. I just want to see them play football and get in the groove and just get some wins going.
All right, I like it. All right, last man, but not least man. My Saints logo down here, Mr. Derek. Let me hear from you, man, this morning, man. It's good to have you in the chat, man, on the panel, man. I'm glad you built up the courage to come talk to me. That's what we want. That's what we encourage, my man. I'm gonna make sure I go ahead and drop this link in the chat too, as well, so we can get some more people down here. But let me hear you this morning about these Saints and these Colts. What you looking forward to?
EJ, will you tell Humphreys to come back on the channel? I don't know what he ran off for. I see him in that chat when he says, Pete, man. What, Petey? Petey, bring your behind back in the chat. Hump. We want to hear what you got to say. What you ran off for, man? Bring your ass back on. We need you back up here, brother.
What up, family? How we doing? Can y'all hear me?
Why?
Yes, sir. Can y'all hear me though?
We can hear you. We can
just
hear
fine.
You. Who that, baby?
All right.
Who that?
All right. So this is, I heard my man Nas, and of course, y'all know when I analyze, I try to come from more of a logical versus my feelings. When we sit in a big package and we just run the ball, we don't have the offensive line to be as aggressive as we want to be as a run over you type offense, even though that's what we all expect. That's not what we have. And
Thank you.
and so what my expectations are is this: since Derek Carr have Jawan Johnson back in the crib, and since he have the confidence of a Jawan Johnson back in a crib, we've all realized that Derek Carr don't throw anybody open because that's not his game. He don't have the confidence in himself to do something like that. So this is what I'm looking for. Even if you do, Pete, decide that we're going to ground and pound and run this ball, let's come out in the shotgun to make it look deceptive. Because believe it or not, when you look at the Eagles, it's not a big package. It's a read option to try to make the defense think of one thing, because guess what? Defenses today, if you come out in that predictable defense, they're going to line up and they're going to shoot at you with all 11 men. That's bottom line. They're going to shoot at you with all 11 men. And what we don't want to get into is a peeing match with the top running offense in the game. So what I'm saying is, yes, let's run the ball, but let's be a little bit more deceptive with it. And that way, guess what? If we can do something similar to have somebody do like a speed going one way and then give it to Alvin going the other way. Do you remember the days when we used to toss that thing to Alvin when everything was going right? We toss it to Alvin left, and he was just like, he's Alvin. So why not give him the ball? I agree with you, Nas. Why not give him the ball? But we can't be predictable. Because when we're predictable, we're not successful. And that's what we've demonstrated throughout this whole 8 games.
You're cooking this morning.
You're cooking. The breakfast is on the stove. Go ahead.
Our problem is Pete is not predictable. No. I'm sorry. Pete is predictable. And so when we come out and we switch all of these different, men coming in, I mean, they can see, okay, 18's in a game, 5's in the game, they're not throwing it. Okay, we got this big package. They make that big pack. They not throwing it. So we might as well just go all 11 men just straight forward and run. We all have seen that. And that's Pete's problem. Pete is a great game planner, but he's not a game caller during the game. So what I'm saying is this. I agree with you, Nas. Let's run that ball. I agree with you, Nas. Let's do what we got to do, but also let's be deceptive with it. Let's not make it look so obvious to the point where guess what? I'm running the ball. Because if that's the case, watch what we do to them when they line up and they decide, oh, we gonna run that ball. Watch the heat we throw at them.
I love it. I love these.
Let me say this one thing, EJ, to PD in the chat. Let me say this.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
You said that we can't keep on supporting a mediocre or productive production or that was put on the field. I'm still a who that, and as old as a fan, we only seen this before. Let me tell you something. What we ain't gonna do, and this is what I tell people all the time. I understand that you are a Saints fan and you've been here from day one, since the Aints days since the bag days.
Right.
And for you to sit here and tell other Saints fans that we should not support this product, let me tell you something. Then that's your opinion, brother. This channel is for positive Saints fans to keep going, no matter what. Okay? Whether we lose this game, whether we win this game, we still go every week. We're gonna still be trying to preach that we still have a chance. It don't
Okay, well,
matter
let
if
me
it's
say
Dennis
this.
Allen, the coach. It don't matter who the coach is. We're gonna support the coach. We're gonna support the quarterback because that's what Saints fans do. Okay.
Look.
Now, when that man is gone, he's fired. He's gone. Then we're gonna support the next man that
Right.
comes up. But to sit here and tell Saints fans to not be optimistic that we can turn it around, then I don't know what y'all want. Y'all want a negative page, a troll page? What are y'all getting at? Because I
Okay,
don't know. I'm 48. I've been down the road of losing. But
say
guess
my
what?
man.
There was a time y'all forget under Sean Payton, we were 7-9 for
Pastor,
3
you a
straight
trip,
years.
boy.
We were 7-9 for 3 straight years, and ain't nobody said fire Sean Payton. Let's just go ahead and go right now. Don't tell me about what's going on in Oakland when he was in Oakland. He's 10-13 as a head coach for the Saints. Now it remains to be seen if the man don't win. I'm all for y'all. Fire the man. But right now you're 3-4. And anybody gonna get me to say a 3-4 at 3-4, it's time to just stop supporting this organization. Then God damn it, you got the wrong one.
Okay, well, let me say this, my man. To piggyback,
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
to piggyback off of what you said. First of all, we all gonna put on our jerseys and act a fool when as soon as this kickoff happens. So you're absolutely right. But here's where the humbling needs to come in. When Derek Carr came to the Saints, Derek Carr came to the Saints as Derek Carr. And the problem is Derek Carr, nobody comes to the Saints as themselves. They come to the Saints, and then guess what we do? We reinvent who they are because of what we have. See, Derek Carr, when he did what he did last week,
That's true.
somebody could have pulled him aside and said, hold on, bruh. What you did in Oakland, we don't do that here. You heard what I'm saying?
That's right.
Everybody in this locker room family. And one thing we do is we tear off that old outfit we wear and put on that new outfit. Why? Because the Who That Nation is bigger than just these guys in his locker room, my nigga. You heard? I mean, sorry, folks, but it is.
Watch the N-word. Watch the N-word, okay?
I got you. It's bigger than what's in that locker room. So that being said, the only thing that we're asking Derek Carr to do is say, hey, team, all we asking you to do is humble yourself and realize what you have around you. Because that's why if you think about it, why you think Jameis didn't leave? Jameis is like, bro, do you see what I have around me? Bro, this is family, bro. I've never had this kind of love regardless whether I was successful or not. And see, Derek Carr has to get that mentality that, no, bro, you're not the savior like you said when you first got here. I don't need to be the man. Exactly, bro. We don't need you to be the man, and you acting like you the man.
Yeah, I like what you're saying there, Derek. Look, I'm gonna say this to you too. Now responding to Saints fans because this kind of alludes to what I was saying in the beginning of the podcast. Like, guys, we are having a problem right now with just tearing down Derek Carr when it's not just Derek Carr. I think our biggest problem is the offensive line. I saw Nick Underhill. Hey, you know what? I'm glad we didn't been able to go ahead and have it on 3 social media platforms, and now we
Shout
can
out
get
to Nick Underhill.
Hey, shout out to you, Nick Underhill. Now you can see us on Twitter now. You know, and I hope you're
Yeah, I
watching
saw
and
that, EJ.
everything.
We everywhere now.
Yeah, we everywhere now. Hey, I just want
Right
y'all to
now
know that
live,
now
y'all.
y'all
Right now live.
y'all talking to the world now. But look,
Right
You're
now
dealing
live.
with Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube.
yes,
Yes,
You
sir.
everywhere.
I'm gonna say this though. Look, they attacked my boy Nick Underhill last night. They attacked him because he said he felt like in his opinion that the main problem was the offensive line. And Saints fans
Correct.
were like, Derek Carr this, Derek Carr that. No, man, you're wrong
No,
and
but
all
he's
this.
correct
Like
though.
it's not just Derek Carr, y'all. It's a multitude of things, y'all.
Right.
This team has to get together and come together and get better together. Not just one person. Not
Right.
just one. I know he's the quarterback. I
Yes,
know
sir.
he's the starting quarterback of your franchise. But at the same time,
Mm-hmm.
don't just point out one person. He needs a damn offensive line to block for him too, and to give him time, man. He needs a multitude of things to happen. He needs these receivers to keep running down the damn field.
EJ,
Come on now.
I talked about Doug Marrone. I said this in the beginning of the season. You have Doug Marrone, a former head coach, as your offensive line coach. He's the former head coach of the Jacksonville Jaguars. We talked about this. Well, we talked about Pete Carmichael and we talked about Doug Marrone. And we said Pete Carmichael can't call the plays if the plays can't develop. I don't care who you are. You can be Sean Payton. If the line is not giving protection to the quarterback the plays cannot develop. The run game cannot develop. So what we have seen people have done, the same fans say the bench Derek Carr are the same fans who think that all of a sudden we put Jameis in, it's going to change. It won't change if Jameis at quarterback because the offensive line is playing like shit.
Mediocre.
Go ahead.
Look, listen up. Hold on. Before we even do anything, y'all hit it on the head now. But this is what I forgot. What's his name? I don't know if he's on here, but that goes back to establishing things where it doesn't seem like you guys are running the ball. Y'all got to know how to be creative with. Y'all, it's a lot of 11 personnel that seem like that's showing a lot of runs. It's a lot of personnel that you guys run that seem like
It's predictable.
yeah, it's very predictable. Now, hear me out. Here's a fun fact, and I want you guys to really understand it. You guys are missing that power back. I know Jamal Williams is good, but he's not that type of guy like you guys had a couple years ago. Like
We got him. Kendrick Miller's that guy.
Hold on. I'm gonna point something out to you.
Oh God, who's this guy?
Taysom Hill with only 29 carries. Only 29 carries. He's averaging 4.8 yards per carry. Let me point that out to you right now. 4.8 yards a carry. If you're going to use this guy, you got to use him. You guys have fell off the point of using him a lot more.
Right.
It used to be a time where, and back in 2019, 2018, that championship, Taysom Hill was a vocal point. Like seriously, a vocal point of that offense. He was one of the primary reasons why people feared that run game. Because he was the guy that lowered that shoulder.
Cornerbacks are scared to hit this dude.
Exactly. So what my thing is, it's like the design plays that you guys are running is not benefiting Taysom Hill as well because of the fact that you guys not utilizing him as much. I mean, Jamal Williams, you only gave him 32 catches. I know he missed 1 or 2 games. He missed 1 or 2.
4 games, hamstring.
Okay, all right then. So you got Keandre
Yeah,
Miller.
Mark and Alvin was eating, whoever that is. I wish I could see you guys' name from the Facebook user because that's you guys are making some great points. I would like to give you guys a shout out, but you guys just got fake Facebook user on. I wish we can see y'all name, but go ahead.
Look, 199 carries for the year so far.
Boom and zoom.
Carries. I mean, if you
Eagle fan.
what's
Hear
up?
me out. If y'all didn't have Jalen Hurts running the read option, how would your run game look like? What would your run game look like?
Oh, we was actually ranked top 5 without him. If you go back, because of the fact that we were a lot of 2 personnel. If you remember, we had Dallas Goedert and Zach Ertz running the 22 personnel. You remember Miles?
Shout out to you, Trees.
You end up
should be on this panel
with Boston Scott. You remember Boston Scott? Well, y'all remember Boston?
Yeah, y'all got it.
We drafted him. Hold
on, because I'm glad people use that. If you remember, I've got the kid's name, man, but we Blunt. Garrett Blunt, when we had him in 2017, along with I've got his name, but he was like a one-hit wonder. He left because he was that transfer from Miami. He came over there during our Super Bowl run.
Jordan Howard. Come on, man.
Yeah.
I also got the top offensive line with a running quarterback.
But what I'm saying is, we never really had a running quarterback until Jalen Hurts got in. But we were still top 5, top 10 in rushing when it came to running 22 personnel, running that power I. We used to run that a lot. I don't know why we stopped, but because of Jalen Hurts, I think we shouldn't be running Jalen Hurts because of the fact that we're losing him when it goes midway. He getting hurt, knee injury. He had a huge knee brace on. Nobody didn't recognize.
I do believe Jalen is an underrated passer.
That's talk for the Eagles page.
Yeah.
Come on now.
What you say?
Talking Saints right now.
But you asked me a Philadelphia question.
Yeah,
I know, but
hang on, now, Jason.
Jason,
don't do that to him now. Don't do that now.
You asked me a Philadelphia Eagles question.
You asked him throw a shot at him about the Eagles page.
Right.
You did. You asked him a question, bro.
He said he sitting there talk. He having an NFL conversation with you. He's talking
But
about
check this out.
Saints.
But check this out.
Don't do all that.
I know that. But you're criticizing why we don't run the ball. We got a poor offensive line. Period.
We talked about.
I don't care if you have Earl Campbell and Walter Payton in the backfield. You ain't gonna do shit with the offensive line.
I'm sorry, Barry.
They still running 4.8 yards per carry.
Top O-line league right now, so y'all can run the ball. We don't.
4.8 yards a carry.
That's why it ain't imagination. That's
4.8 yards per carry, not productive. Highest 4.8 yards per carry.
A lot of that from the quarterback position. That's from the quarterback position. That's not
even a quarterback technically. We all know that everybody stacked the box against that guy. So fast.
Yeah, but that's when he running the ball.
But
running the ball from the quarterback position.
But what he's saying is we basically should run that man. If you're averaging 4.3 yards a carry with a quarterback, it don't matter if you're a quarterback. It don't matter if you're a punter.
Okay,
if you're getting yards from that guy, we should use that guy running the ball.
You gotta take Derek Carr up the field for that to happen because he's running from a quarterback position.
That's the point.
But think about it.
Who's gonna do that? Who's gonna do that?
Think about it. If Derek Carr was more effective throwing short routes, if he was more effective hitting his targets, if he was more effective in the red zone, we wouldn't have to do that. But since we got Taysom Hill, it's 3rd and 1. Put Taysom Hill in again. Why? 4.8 yards a carry. That's first.
When they do that, I hear people complaining. I'm like, why are they bringing Taysom in there? They breaking up the rhythm.
I don't know who's complaining because whoever's complaining
don't
like football. Whoever's complaining is an idiot.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
Taysom Hill has been running over everybody since 2017.
Nas is the #1 Taysom Hill supporter. He said every week
that
Taysom Hill needs to be in the game.
He needs to be
but he does
at that goal line package. Who y'all seen us getting stopped by at that goal line package? It's similar to what Philly do. When Philly at the goal line, you know it's touchdown. When the Saints utilize Taysom Hill at the goal line, it's a touchdown.
It's a touchdown. By Taysom Hill.
I don't care what people say.
By Taysom Hill, by the way.
Who scored in that Jaguars game?
Who scored in that
Jaguars game?
Taysom Hill.
Oh, okay.
But wait, on top of that, they put 99, which is a D lineman, in there to block for him. Dude, come on.
That was evolution right there. That was nice. That was nice.
Yep.
But hang on. He's saying that because that shows how much the offensive line has been struggling. Okay,
right.
I get Kalen Saunders have done that before with the Chiefs. I get all of that. But when you have to resort to putting your defensive line, your defensive tackle up in there, in a critical situation on a 4th down and goal, and to block for your quarterback, I mean that's bad. You want
But no,
your
no.
top offensive
No,
lineman
but
doing
think
that.
about it like
Come on
this.
now.
No. But think about it like this. I
Tough.
got 3rd and 1. And my objective is to win the game. I got
Yeah.
to win by all means
Thank you.
necessary.
All
It
means
See,
doesn't
necessary.
matter who I put in the
All means
game,
it
as long
don't
necessary.
as we
matter.
get it
Look,
accomplished.
hold on. I'm gonna say this too.
That's called being
When
creative. Like somebody.
Right.
Taysom Hill, veteran leadership, his role for the like, you gotta think about it. People don't realize he's very underrated. He's really the heart right now. Like as far as in this run game, everybody
I mean,
talking
but
about Alvin Kamara to get these touches, but man, Taysom Hill runs harder than the average running back. He was running
and,
harder than our starting running back last year. Miles Sanders was not a downhill runner. I wish I
and
had that brother right there, Taysom Hill, in a Wildcat right now, behind that offensive Philly. I want
bro,
him to see y'all
you put Taysom Hill in a Wildcat with Jamal and Alvin Kamara on the field where nobody know where the ball is going,
Yeah,
bro.
I'm
Believe
that
me,
all day.
everybody
all
get on.
day.
I mean, everybody get out of tension on defense because they're like,
All
dog,
hands
you don't know
on
All
deck.
right,
what's
Y'all,
gentlemen,
going
we
on.
got a
All
lady on
hands
the
on
panel.
deck.
We got a lady on the panel. We got
let
Trees.
me kick it to Trees, doggone. It's good to have you in
What's
the
up,
chat,
sis?
girl. I know you
Hey,
was
sis,
there,
how are you?
talking through
Hey, what's up,
Facebook, but it's
fellas?
good to have you on the chat. Go ahead and give us your thought on the Colts and the Saints this morning, real quick, before we get to our predictions.
Okay, absolutely. Good morning, fellas. I was
Hey,
just
ma'am,
listening
how are you?
to notes.
Good to hear
I'm
you.
good. I can't complain. I'm good. Thank you. I personally just was sitting here listening to you fellas intellect on the game. All you guys personally have some great toolage when it comes to the outlook of what we have. I mean, what we want from this team. So my quick analysis, like I said, look, everybody's kicking us now that we're down, right? This is a get right spot for the Saints to not just show teams we could play. We know what our defense could do, right? So
Oh, you
we
better
know what
talk.
our defense could do, hence to the fact that it's time for our offense to show up. No excuses. So
Come
we're
on.
looking for
That's right.
no excuses. Just
No
go out there like,
excuses.
Come
No
yeah,
on.
no
excuses.
excuses. No excuses. And so by we having, and it's the first time we had all facets of our coaching on the hot seat, our quarterback on the hot seat, our O-line on the hot seat, our running backs, and just us holding these players accountable. We pay good money on Sundays to see these dudes play. I want to see better product being put out on the field. So
Right.
when I heard you guys talking about the run game, I don't know who it was, but man, bruh, shout out to your comment, dog. I felt that in my gut
That's that.
because
That's
Taysom. You say what you will. Taysom is the heart right now. It is not Elvin, and that's my twin. I love him, but he's not the heart right now. It's Taysom. You want somebody to run head up with you? It's him. That's a
Say
Right.
big
that, girl.
boy.
Say that.
Right.
That's a
11
big
on
boy.
11.
Yeah, absolutely. So when he's running downhill at your defenders, man, y'all can't stop that dude. So now that opens up everything. And then now you can play with Elvin and Jamal. He's yet to be seen in this offense. I don't really know what he can do,
yeah.
what he can do with
I
other
bet you said
teams,
that,
but
Trees.
not with the
Trees.
Saints.
That he's the
Man, look,
shell of
somebody
himself.
get a spotlight on sister. Somebody get a spotlight and shine on her. Go ahead.
I mean,
Hey man, look, Tree's been in
you know,
here for a
Trees.
while.
Trees is a long member of the Baddest Sports Show.
Oh yeah. She
absolutely,
been doing this, y'all.
absolutely.
Y'all just get to
Look,
see this now to the world. Now the world get to see it.
oh, absolutely. Look,
And we're dealing with three different outlets, Trees. We're dealing with Facebook, Twitter, and now YouTube. You are
Hey,
on the spotlight. Go ahead.
Trees, let them know. Hey, the women, we got women up in here too now.
That
The fellas
Keandra.
just
Shout out
don't
to
talk.
Keandra Nunnery.
Yeah.
Keandra Nunnery.
shout
The,
out to Q.
Shout
Shout
out to
out to
Keandra
Q.
Nunnery.
Shout out to
mm,
Brandy.
Speaking of run game,
Shout out to
Brandy.
P. Yeah, we got some
yes.
women that know their Saints football. We
Oh
just
yeah.
love our team. We just
Say,
love our
man.
team.
what
Say,
the
You
man,
O
know,
this
and
line
ain't
looking
true.
like
Shout out to
today?
my wife, Brittany Gagne.
oh,
Say,
shout
man,
out to shout out to Miss
look.
Gagne.
Hey,
You
hey,
know,
Trees, all I can say is the women in the Who That Nation don't just wear their jerseys because the husbands say so. They know the game.
oh yeah, oh yeah.
They know the game.
We wear it with a sense of pride and dignity. It's our
You
city.
hear
That's why
me?
when I look at other people from other teams, them people really love their hometown, so they're gonna put on for their football team. And so it's a testament to what EB saying, like, don't be so hard on this team because this is our hometown team. This is what we look for on Sundays. So, let's come together and manifest that we're gonna see better. If we keep speaking negative, putting it out there in the universe, that's what you're gonna keep seeing. You're gonna keep
Right,
getting
right.
because that's what you're expecting. So it's kind of like when I go into something with the outlook, man, look, we're gonna have a great day. When I saw some of the Saints players going into in the stadium in Indianapolis, I was like, these guys look like they're ready to play ball and they're gonna put it out there on the field today. I just want us to be consistent. That's all I really want from the Saints. I mean, we know Dennis Allen can really coach defense, but I want to see my offense take off because we really have the tools in our tool shed to really have this whole team going. There's no way, and I understand that's where the arguments come from, because us as Saints fans, we can't understand that we really seeing them do this on the field. And you telling me on paper, I told everybody in the beginning of the season, I said I got the Saints going 13-3. And
Bro,
people were like, "Oh, that's too high." Yeah, whatever. But that's my
Shoot.
expectation.
I was saying 12-5, me.
Yeah,
bro,
because we have a
two's in the
stellar
tool
team.
shed, all electrical. You heard? All electrical.
Trees,
Yeah.
I'm so
Running
glad
on batteries right now.
that we had you on this morning, girl. You was hitting it on the head, girl, cooking on the pot this morning, girl. We gonna kick it right now. This is our little prediction section because we're rolling up on 5 minutes. Everybody. So this is the favorite part of the show. Like I said, I know we kind of treating this like this is new because we got Twitter in the background now and we got Facebook in the background. So y'all all going. I hope y'all been enjoying the show this morning, man. And look, man, if y'all want to, y'all can always join in. Like I said, I dropped the link in the chat, and if y'all ever need, want to say anything, or if you're a fan of a different team and you have a perspective about them, come join the chat, man. We love to talk football, basketball, sports, period, man. So if y'all, also I want to tell y'all fans too, if you want to go ahead and leave your final predictions in the chat and your MVP, because that's the 2 questions we asked during this time. Leave them in the chat. So I'm gonna start number 1 with Uncle Henry, man. Give me your MVP and give me the final score of today's football game.
All right, my MVP of the game, Carl Granderson, defensive end. My final score, 27-13, Saints. Who that?
I like it. Aaron, if you're still in the background, man, let me hear your MVP and your final score.
Ooh. Let's go 28-17 MVP Alvin Kamara. Saints.
Like it. Master Davis, since you are, you love the Eagles. That's your team and everything. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do 2 predictions from you. I need 2 from you. So what I need is I need an MVP from your game, and I need a final score from both games. I need a final score from your Eagles game, and I need a final score from this Saints game.
All right, for my Eagles, man, I'm looking for Devontae Smith to really go crazy. I'm looking for him to really go crazy. I think they're going to be put a lot more pressure on A.J. Brown the way A.J. Brown did to him a couple of weeks ago. And I got that score being 31-17. For the Saints, like I said before, I said it once. I don't expect this game to be truly high scoring. I said 17-7. I may even go 24-7. I actually got the Saints dominating. My MVP would actually be it's a lot of options on that defense, man. But I'm going with Cameron Jordan, man, of course, man. I got to go with the man. 4 sacks. Oh, my gosh, man. He's a dog. I think he's going to make a huge impact early if they try to, do a little bit of a play action. But, yeah, I got 24-7 Saints.
I like it. Nas, give me your MVP and your final score today.
Give me Derek's game MVP and give me us 24-21.
Okay. Jason, I know you said you didn't want to do any predictions or no, you didn't want to say much today. So I'm gonna just ask you this. Do you have somebody that you believe is gonna go off today?
Not really, because nobody been going off. So
All right, no expectations today. I ain't gonna get it out of you today.
I just want to win. 3-2.
All right. I
True
like
fan
it.
question, by the way. That's a true fan. Hey, I respect that.
I like that. Derek, Hey, man, it was good to have you in the chat as well today, man. Let me hear your MVP and your final score today.
MVP today, offensive line. Believe it or not. 24-14.
I like that. Yes, sir.
Hey,
Yes,
speaking of
sir.
offensive line, what's the lineup today? I ain't seen nothing about no injuries or nothing. Who's starting? Who's out?
Everyone is healthy on the line today. You're gonna see the regular starting lineup.
Okay.
Besides, now I don't know if y'all noticed Trevor Penning has not started since he's been messing up the last couple of games. So he's the only one that's not gonna be in the starting lineup. But everybody else is healthy. Also, guys, let me get my prediction, and I'm gonna say this is gonna be a good game for the Saints. I favor them in this one. This is 24-17 New Orleans Saints, and my MVP today, and I'm gonna stick with what Derek said. I'm challenging this offensive line. I expect these guys to show up today. I expect this offensive line to hold up, block, for Derek Carr today, and let this run game get started, man. Let this game get going, man. Doggone jump out on these Colts, man. Don't give a team like this any type of confidence, man. I was gonna kick it to Dad, but Dad made him a little, a corner store run, before the game started and everything, y'all. So look, y'all. And let me say this to Brian. Hey, I love your MVP too. Juwan Johnson is being slept on right now. He hasn't played since the beginning of the season. So we're going to see him today. That's your MVP, and it's 28-16 Saints from Brian. So, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and let y'all go and enjoy the football games this morning. We will see y'all in the post-game show. Hey, it's great to see y'all Twitter, Facebook, and as always, YouTube. Who that, baby? We love y'all. Y'all enjoy this game.
Who that?
We gonna say who that on three. We all, it's the tradition. 1, 2, 3. Who that?
Kick that Eagles fan out of here.
Go Birds.